share, subscribe, and you can also donate via PayPal. The link is in the chat section. All right, what we're going to do first of all is give all praise and glory to the Most High God. The Most High God comes first in everything we do and say. So we just want to give all praise to the Most High God. Second of all, this stream is brought to you by LIVE products. LIVE, live now. We're alive now. This product here is liquid detergent, as you can see there. We also have products such as dishwashing liquid. And we have other LIVE products, which I will show you right now. We have other LIVE products. Here is my freezer. Inside the freezer, I have some LIVE products. We have the LIVE Lime. All right. And the contact information is right there. We also have LIVE Orange Juice. Okay. We also have LIVE. Don't falling out on me now. We have grapefruit juice. We also have LIVE sorrel juice. We have Morbi. We also have LIVE sorrel juice for the Christmas, those people who love Christmas stuff. And finally, we have LIVE fruit punch. I'm going to try and get in here without causing a lot of trouble here. LIVE fruit punch. Yeah. They're delicious in every single way you can think of. These are the LIVE products right here. LIVE, live now. We're live now. And these products are 100% natural. The sugars even that are used to make these products are from sugar cane. So the cane sugar, so it's all natural in that respect. I use no preservatives in the juice. So, and also a low sugar content. I do 20. How are you feeling today? Rebecca Towns. What's up, Rebecca? Hey, it's cool to see you. Got engaged yesterday. Woo! Congratulations, Derry. Congratulations on your marriage. Yeah, they're 100% natural. I do natural fruit juices. They're made from the fruits themselves. So look into LIVE products. If you're in the Trinidad and Tobago area, you can order your orders today. I'm not international yet. Annoyed Board Game says, hello, my name is Penelope. Shout out to Penelope in the building. Shout out to Rebecca Towns, Queen. Shout out to the two queens that entered the building here today. We're talking a little bit of boxing today. We're going to talk about some upcoming fights that we know are penciled in. And you decide. Hello, my name is Penelope. Yes, Penelope. My wedding date is May 30th. Woo! Next year? Okay. All right, well, congratulations. Looking forward to it. And success to you in your partnership with your spouse-to-be. Congratulations, Rebecca Towns. And with Annoyed Board Games, Penelope, shout out to Penelope in the building as y'all guys came through. All right, now we're talking boxing. What we're gonna do is we're gonna decide, and you get to decide, and we're gonna have a little fun with this. What is worth your while spending your money on, or even your time watching? All right. Got a baby boy on the way. Congratulations as well. Wow, you're gonna be a mom. That's very good, very good. Let's start off with this. So we're going to start off on October 12th of this year. There is going to be a fight, Riyadh season. It's going to be Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol for the undisputed light heavyweight championship of the world. For those of you out there that are watching this, will you be paying to see that fight? Will you be paying to see that fight? Or will you watch that fight? Are you interested in that fight? Okay. So we're going to learn what fights people are actually going to tune in to see, and what fights they're not going to tune in to see. We're going to know what fights out there are worth people's while and what fights are not. So Artur Beterbiev versus Dimitri Bivol. Are you going to go to Riyadh to see it? Saudi Arabia? Are you going to get your ticket? Are you going to pay to see this fight? It's going to be a pay-per-view fight. Are you going to pay to see this fight? Or are you going to try and steal it off for streaming or something? Are you interested in this fight? Now, me personally, I'll give you my personal opinion. I am absolutely 100% going to watch this fight, and I'm going to pay to see it too. I'm going to pay to see this fight because, and I'll actually October 12th is next weekend. I'll actually also I will actually do some commentary for the fight. So hopefully October 12th, I'll have another system in place so that we can actually stream this fight for you guys and be able to comment on the fight as it is evolving in time. You guys can put down your predictions. For those of you who are betting people, you can place your bets on who you think will win and how, and in what round, if it's going to be a knockout or something. So exciting times are ahead. Now, what do you guys think? I wonder your consensus out there. Is Bivol versus Beterbiev a fight that you are anticipating, you want to see, a fight you are looking forward to paying to seeing, and so on? I want to hear your points of views on these things out here because, this is what you need in the building. I'll give you my view at the end of it all. On that same night, on the same card, there's also going to be a cruiserweight title fight IBF cruiserweight title fight between Jack Massey and Jai Optasia. Now, Jai Optasia is a good boxer. He's a solid boxer in cruiserweight. He's got a lot of versatility, a lot of skill, and that's the other main thing I think on that card that's worth talking about. And it may be competitive, it may not be. On October the 26th, Jack Catterall will be facing Regis Prograis. You guys tell me if that's a fight that you want to see. If that's a fight that you're anxious to see and it's a fight you like and you think it's going to be a competitive fight. Jack Catterall, who's never become a world champion, he did beat Josh Taylor recently. And now he's taking on Regis Prograis, who's a solid all-around super lightweight fighter. They're not fighting for a world title, unfortunately, but it is something that you guys can tell me if that's something you're looking forward to. I'm going to throw in here, is Jai black or white? I think Jai is like he's like an Aboriginal. I think he's from New Zealand or he's from Australia, one of those places. So I'm not sure if he's white or black. I think he's either from Australia. I think he's from Australia. So he's not necessarily white or black, but he has some kind of native blood in him, which is why his name is that name. Yeah. And this is okay, maybe fucking shit. That's what he's trying to say. FKNSH. Yeah. Shout out to FKNSH in the building, coming through. November 2nd, there's going to be a rematch between Robson Conceição and O'Shaquie Foster for the WBC super featherweight title of the world. That is going to be November 2nd, and I'm looking forward to that fight as well because, as we all know, O'Shaquie Foster actually did get robbed. It was a close fight, though. Well, it wasn't close, but he did get robbed. I think Conceição had a lot more attitude, a lot more activity, but I thought that O'Shaquie Foster countered him brilliantly. I thought he cruised to victory very easily in that fight. So there's going to be a rematch there. Let's see how that pans out. The curiosity is, will they rob O'Shaquie Foster a second time? Will O'Shaquie Foster change his way of fighting? All these things we will have to find out. Now, somewhere in the month of November as well, we're hearing that Gervonta Tank Davis, he'll be taking on Lamont Roach. And Lamont Roach is a super featherweight champion, and he'll be taking on Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, my question is, where's that fight actually happening? If Davis is losing weight to go down to super featherweight to fight Lamont Roach, then that's cool. You know what I mean? But if he's fighting Lamont Rush at lightweight, I think he has all the advantages, which is not cool. And I thought it was going to be a unification bout in which Tank was going to be facing Lamont Rush, who was a world champion at lightweight, but Lamont Rush is not a world champion at lightweight. The world champions at lightweight are Tank, Shakur Stevenson, Vasily Lomachenko, and I believe somebody help me out here. I forgot what the guy's name is, but I think he's the WBO champion, the guy I'm thinking about. But Tank's not facing any of those guys. He's fighting Lamont Roach. I don't understand. I don't really understand it. I don't really get it. So I don't know why you would fight a guy who's a weight class below you when you've got guys right in your weight class you could face. I don't get it. So it is what it is. But again, are you excited to see that fight? Is that something you would want to see? Is that a fight you're looking forward to? And is it a fight that you would actually pay for? Keyshawn Davis is fighting Gustavo Levos. Gustavo Levos, for those who don't know, gave Richardson Hitchens all he could handle. He's an Argentinian boxer. Actually fought at lightweight most of his career. Went up to super lightweight recently. He's coming back down to lightweight. I don't know how the weight will do anything to him, if it'll do something good or bad to him. But he's supposed to be facing Keyshawn Davis. So we'll see how Keyshawn Davis performs against Gustavo Levos. Is that something that's interesting to you? You know, people argue that Gustavo Levos beat Richardson Hitchens. Some people say no. But that was, of course, at super lightweight. Will Gustavo Levos be able to do the same thing with Keyshawn Davis, give him a run for his money or not? I don't know. But on November 8th, when Top Rank, Keyshawn Davis is going to be facing Gustavo Levos. And we'll see what happens with that. November the 9th, Jerome Boots Ennis is going to rematch Karen Chikazian. Karen Chikazian, as you know, kind of gave Boots some trouble. Boots was trying to knock him out, couldn't get knocked out. Karen Chikazian had some good footwork, could box a little bit. And on the same night of November 9th, Bam Bam Rodriguez is supposed to be facing Pedro Guevara. Again, Pedro Guevara is not necessarily the fighter I would want to have Bam Bam face. But the intrigue in this, for me at least, is that Jerome Boots Ennis is facing the guy that supposedly gave him a lot of trouble and he didn't knock out. And Bam, you know, it's just about seeing Bam. Now, do you guys think this is something worthy of you paying for? Do you think this is something you'd be interested in watching? So, I mean, the competition is not, I don't know how competitive the competition would be, but you got Boots on there and he's rematching a guy that gave him some trouble. And Bam's on there, and you might just want to see it for Bam. I mean, Pedro Guevara was a former world champion, but I don't know. You know what I mean? But it's up to you guys. So again, I'm just putting them out there. You guys decide if you want to. Now, on November 15th, on the undercard of Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, we have a rematch between Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano at lightweight for Katie Taylor's lightweight titles. The question is, are you guys interested in that fight? Or are you guys, I might just throw it out there. Are you even interested in the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight? So I would like to hear you guys' opinions on that. And then on November the 16th, William Zepeda is actually going to be taking on Tevin Farmer in the lightweight division. Tevin Farmer recently fought, what's his name? I forgot the guy's name. A good fighter. And the guy beat Tevin Farmer. But I got to say, Tevin Farmer was still doing his thing up in there. So I'm still interested. I know Tevin Farmer's got age under him, but still. William Zepeda versus Tevin Farmer. That's an interesting matchup because Zepeda's always very active. Will Tevin Farmer be able to match his activity? I think the key here would be activity. Tevin Farmer should win the fight because he would probably be the more accurate of the two, even though Zepeda's pretty strong. The question is, will Tevin Farmer be able to beat William Zepeda, or will the whole deck of cards be stacked against Tevin Farmer? That's the question, really. December 21st, Alexander Usyk should be facing Tyson Fury in their rematch. And again, I just want to ask you guys, this is up to you guys. Are you excited to see that fight? Would you pay to see the rematch? Um, and do you think it's very entertaining? My opinion doesn't really matter here. I'm just asking questions. I hope you guys will be able to answer those questions. And then there's talk of Richardson Hitchens challenging Liam Farrell for the IBF title. Remember, Richardson Hitchens was supposed to challenge the guy that Liam Farrell beat. And he was talking about how, to shed the weight or whatever. So it sounds like he might face Liam Farrell. And what do you guys think? Is that a good matchup? I mean, is it something you paid to see? Are you interested in seeing a fight like that? Liam Farrell versus Richardson Hitchens, two undefeated fighters facing each other. This new school of boxing sort of thing. So that's the question for the IBF title, and the title will be on the line. So that's a really great fight if it does happen, but that one's not necessarily sure to happen. So I want to hear you guys' opinions on this, and you guys can bring up any other topic you so wish. These are the upcoming fights that are on the table for the rest of the year. I would like to hear you guys' opinion on it. I'm going to give you my little 2 cents on it, of what I would watch and what I wouldn't watch, okay, as a boxing fan. So most definitely, I would watch Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol. I just want to see how. I personally think it's not as close a fight as people make it out to be. Some people are, going for Beterbiev. Some people are going for Bivol. I'm going for Bivol. I'm of the clan that thinks Bivol is going to beat Artur Beterbiev and make the fight look easy, but it's not easy. And I think that we'll really find out in the long run what will happen. But that's my opinion. In terms of Jack Catterall versus Regis Prograis, I've got Jack Catterall beating Regis. I just don't know how. So I'm curious to see how that happens. Both guys are southpaws. In the rematch with Robson Concercio and O'Shaquie Foster, if O'Shaquie Foster comes in, he may weight properly. He should beat Robson Concercio, because last time Robert Concercio didn't look like he was in. I mean, he was active, but he didn't look like he was, really doing much of anything effective against O'Shaquie Foster. So I think O'Shaquie Foster just needs to be more offensively minded, maybe even knock out Robinson Concercio or knock him down or something, to really convince the judges that he's the guy in control of the fight. Keyshawn Davis versus Gustavo Lemos. That's actually a really good fight. People underestimate Gustavo Lemos because he's kind of short. So I would love to see how Keyshawn Davis deals with Gustavo Lemos' pressure. Keyshawn Davis is a mean guy. He has decent power. So this is going to be an interesting fight. I can guarantee you that. And I know Gustavo Lemos got an unusual style, unusual timing. It will be very interesting to see how Keyshawn adapts to Gustavo Lemos and how he pulls off his victory, because I think Keyshawn could beat Gustavo Lemos, and as awkward as he is. So we'll see. November 9th, Boots is going to rematch Karen Chikahasian. I think that Boots would win again. Is it going to be in more emphatic fashion? I don't know. This is where we will find out really, really quickly. Bam Bam Rodriguez versus Pedro Guevara. I'm going to have Bam picking Bam to win. Are these fights that I would watch or pay to see? I wouldn't pay to see these fights, but I definitely would watch them. Keyshawn Davis versus Gustavo Lemos, Boots versus Karen Chikahasian, Bam versus Pedro Guevara. These are fights I'm interested in. Robinson Concercio versus O'Shaquie Foster. These are fights I am very interested in, but I wouldn't pay for. Jack Catterall versus Regis Prograis. I would absolutely watch that. I wouldn't pay for it. Okay. However, I would pay for Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol, and I pick Bivol to win. Jack Opacia versus Jack Massey. Jai Opacia versus Jack Massey. I got Jai Opacia winning. We'll see. I don't know. Not necessarily something I pay for, but if it's on the card with Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol, definitely going to have to pay for it. Now, with respect to Taylor versus Serrano, that's something I'm going to pay for. But I don't really care for Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. I really don't. But I do care for Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano, and see if Serrano could actually pull it off and beat Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor's on the downswing, if people don't know. No, it's something I would pay for because of the Taylor versus Serrano rematch. November 16th, Zepeda versus Tevin Farmer. That's a good fight. That's a solid fight. Not one I would pay for, but definitely one I'm interested in. Usyk versus Fury 2. That's something I would pay for. I do favor Usyk to beat Tyson Fury. Um, and that's a good fight. You know what I mean? Richardson Hitchens versus Liam Parrow. That's a fight that, again, I won't pay for it, but it's a good fight. It's a good matchup. So that's what I got for you guys. I will still want to see your comments, even if you haven't done it in the live stream here. Put your comments in the comment section and tell me what are the fights you would pay. Oh, some fights I left out. Tank versus Lamont Roach. Not interested in that fight at all. Just like I haven't been interested in the last couple of Canelo fights. I don't understand. I mean, if Tank goes down to super featherweight and fights Lamont Roach, that kind of equalizes the playing field a little bit. But otherwise, I just don't see why you're fighting these little guys coming up in weight to face you. And you have guys in your division that you could face. It makes no sense to me. Might as well stay down super featherweight if that's the case. You're ducking all the smoke, man. So I don't know if I left out anybody or left out anything, but I'm what you need. You've been watching my channel. If you like what you've seen, don't forget you can like, share, subscribe. You can also, if you're in the Trinidad and Tobago area, you can donate to the products that we have, which is LIVE products. LIVE, Live Now, We're Live Now. As well as you can, if you so wish, you can donate to this channel via PayPal. The link is in the description. I've said enough. I'm what you need. You guys have a good one. Blessings. I'm out. Peace.